Hello guys, one more time. Today my update video of my character. By all means, like, I'm still struggling. I'm like not even close to the end game, so probably you can give me some tips, guys. But I mean, it's not like I'm, moaning about or crying. I mean, actually happy because, well, I still have to spend a lot of time. It's like most of the people probably finishing the end game content, but I'm still like, I'm right now, what I'm doing is about like 109 the most, 103, 109. 109 is like really fast kind of for me, so it's okay, I guess. But the weapon is not great because it's level 58 and I'm level 67, so I wish to have actually like at least 77 eye level, which I know how to do that, but I still wanna wait until I will get level 81 and then I will just get the weapon from level 81. Obviously from the Vincent, and if lots of people telling still like the Vincent is not like viable choice to do so because obviously you're doing the expedition, so I just give you the example, like you're running all the time expedition 103. Actually I'm running right now like 103, 109, something along those lines, right? So if you are taking to that equation, my gear is supposed to be only level 103, 109, right? Well, obviously that's not the case. Well, this is 108, 65, so it needs to be upgraded. This is okay. This needs to be upgraded. 85, oh my god. 82, oh my god. 83, what is going on? 94. 72, Jesus. And I didn't mention that because I said like we wanna reroll the items over there, which is really great. This is, for example, the bow I get from there. Well, it's not really crazy damage output, but still it's the bow, and I wish to do some bow build later on, so right now is the best bow for me. So you have to keep that in mind when you're using the transmutation forge and you are going to put whatever legendary item here, you will get the random legendary item, but with the same item level. So it's level 121, so you get something which is level 121, which is really great thing. Also, I was talking to you guys about the economy and the Seeker's Garrison. So right now, when your economy is built up to the point like actually you hit the theater or even lighthouse, and you're already done your assault buffs of Storefall, which does give you the 20% of the magic find boost, so as you can see, quite good. It's actually, I thought like even if you will get the 10% would be alright, because the not adaptive value is multiplicative. It's really great, so you have to keep that in mind always when you're starting the expedition. That's going to multiply your magic find by the magic find what you get here, so which is crazy bonkers, especially if you have the O'Malley bells as well. So in my case actually I have like 68% magic find, and this is multiplied by whatever I do, so that's going to be 68 times 63. So you're talking about the 4000 on average, like 4000 magic finds, and that's like close to getting like 4 legendaries on average, and this is actually like about right. Usually my run is about like 4 legendaries, and still, whoa, I'm still getting crap. Still like I didn't get anything. I mean, I'm getting lots of legendaries, but those items are like, by all means, like they're like really, well, 58 level. I mean, this weapon is not that bad, right? But still, like, you can get on level 77 some range between, I guess, 300 to 500 on the one hand, something like that. The next update video I will do when I will have level 81 of characters, so probably, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks, whatever. That's gonna be quite a long time. Definitely I need to, well, I'm not gonna upgrade that the way how I wanted to upgrade. Also those things I won't be able to upgrade, just the 3 things. Why those 3 things I'll be able to upgrade straight away when I will have the level 81, simply because those items are below level 81, and when you're actually farming the Vincent always give you the item level of your character level, which means I will easily get level 81 weapon, and then I will proceed to do some, greater expeditions. But so far, well, it's how it is. I wish to finish my bleeding allergy build because I start with that, so I need the level 81 to actually be able to apply the Chariots of Fury, which is skills have 100% rage cost when rage is over 750, so as you can see the cost is increased, but skills cast at this increased cost deal double damage, so that means we always will be hitting for double damage. That's why in this build it's so important, and I think in every build is so important. Rage and willpower cost decrease. Here again, rage and willpower cost reduction. So as I've been talking about before, like at least I want 4 pieces, so right now I get it like 4 pieces. So as we can see, right now it's like rage cost 121, and then when I'm just gonna wear everything, the rage cost is 53. And you have to keep that in mind. I'm just wearing 4 pieces, so if you are able to apply that rage and willpower cost reduction to almost every piece, like I think boots, pants and the helm, and the rest is kind of irrelevant because simply on the jewelry you want to get some like ailment stacks, need to apply the frost damage, maybe not right now, but you have to keep that in mind. You need some piece of jewelry or a piece of gear. I have fire damage to spells, so that's not this is like irrelevant because I'm not using any spells. Lightning damage to the spells, so this is also like not what I'm looking for. Physical, toxic, sacred. Oh, actually I have on the weapon. So as you can see, is the frost damage. Why it's so important to apply the frost ailment? Just simply because later on, you obviously when you obtain the frost wave quill, it's like really crazy item, crazy good, crazy broken. If your hits have freeze chance, which we are applying the ailment, the freeze ailment, 100% of your freeze chance is added to your critical chance. These hits do not inflict freeze anymore, but we don't really care about the freeze. To inflict the freeze ailment, we just care about the 100% of your freeze chance is added to your critical chance, which is that's crazy good. And obviously the trial, well, if I will be lucky enough to get, actually I get quite lots of uniques, but well, at the end of the day, the uniques are not really useful. So I end up with something, well, I think I just want to gather them, some like a holy grail of the Wolcen. So if you're not familiar with that, was the holy grail in the Diablo 2, is the holy grail to actually possess every unique item possible. Doesn't matter of the quality of the item, just be able to get all of them. Not really bother, like I'm not spending money because it's like money hungry, like about 70, 100, something like that, the unique items. So I hope I get the trial, or I hope I get the frostwave quill, because then I will be able to snowball really easy those, you know, 150 expeditions. I have to keep that in mind, one thing, like because lots of people posting right now like the builds without the trial belt or without the quill armor. So you have to understand one thing, that those people actually been running all the time the trial and the quill. Then right now they get to the point like every piece of the gear it's so powerful, so they don't have to bother to wear those items. So it's not such thing like you are going to see that guide, then you will play the same way. No freaking way, guys. I mean, by all means, I'm not trying to be rude or saying, I'm just saying, it's just my thoughts. I mean, just go for it. But from my personal experience, as you can see, I'm still struggling. Yep, I still don't have the items. So the only possible way to me to actually snowball like 100, I don't know, whatever, 50s right now. The only possible way for me is right now to just upgrade one of those things. I don't mind to grind, not this week, so next week, not next week, next month, whatever. I'll be playing until I will hit those one of those items, and I will, because I'm playing. Like, I'm actually get lots of unique items, but they're, you know, they're not really useful. I'm trying to do some necro build later on, so I have like 2 builds in mind to do, like necro builds, and then I'm actually already test like some occult mage build. Like, it's going to be great, but also I need a trial belt to running that build. So this is something what I want to do. Like, this is my second build I'm preparing, and also thinking about the third build, the necromancer. So that's what I want to do. First thing first, obviously the finish of the bleeding edge build, which I still need the level 81, and the most important part is the weapon of level 81, which is no problem. Just go Vincent, guys. Vincent is still a viable choice. I was testing, like, I've been few times, I play like 5 games, and right now with my magic find I'm able to drop, instead of 2 legendaries at once, 3 legendaries at once. And I will still do the video like from not huge sample, I maybe go like 100 times, and I will show you what I found it on the level 81, or maybe I will do soon, maybe, I don't know, maybe I will do today on level 77, because I don't mind to get, you know, weapon level 77, right? Because this is like, I'm just insanely unlucky, I guess. Still need to change 2 gems in the shield and in the armor to get my sweet spot with the block efficiency, which are going to be 80, so which is crazy good. I think the cap of block efficiency is 75, but I'm not sure, but still, so I'm just going to put those 2 and I'll be really happy. I don't know, I mentioned that, but I'm just gonna say one more time if I did. Build up the economy is also, it's really good to hit the gold here, but then actually when you manage to finish off your salt buffs of Stormfall, which does give you that 20% of magic find boost, it's really good to actually carry on with the Stormfall Palace, finish off everything. I think I'm just gonna leave it. I don't know, the last one, 5 million, is like seems like quite a lot, to be honest. That'd be okay. This one, well, I'm almost there on the supply stockpiles. I mean, I don't mind, it's like 1 million, and then 2 million, I'm probably gonna grind that, but then I don't know really, like, this is like really important, like, I might do. Probably I'm going to do everything, just for the sake to do everything. But what I was trying to say, like Seeker Garrison, actually you need to look, that gold here is kind of irrelevant, because it's like just really small pot of gold, small amount of gold. I still think like if you're building your economy is great, so later on you just want to swap to actually looking for the legendary ethereal reagents, so this is like the most important part from here. so not really the gold. I mean, gold for the beginning might be good, but still you might consider to just straight away go for that, just simply because then you will be able to farm reagents, and this is like the most important part for the end game. So when you will get everything, like in my case, I guess like level 81, because that's my goal, to hit level 81, and then you can basically craft and try to, you know, modify your items in some, you know, GG way to be able to do those high-end expeditions. When I'm going to hit supply stockpiles and then that project going to be finished, then I will go with Primordial Institute to receive +1 passive skill point, because like I said, my goal of that build is to hitting level 81. So guys, don't try to rush this, because one passive skill are not going to change anything. But for example, when I will be level 81, then that +1 passive skill point will be like a huge factor for me, because then I can finish off my build. Other than that, it's like no point to actually going with that, because probably lots of people just diving into that straight away. It's not really, you have to understand this is not really important. This is huge thing on the end game, but not really like when you're struggling, like I'm struggling right now. Like I'm level 77, and that's not going to change anything for me, to be honest. So I just leave this as the last thing. So right now I'm focusing to still upgrade my Stormfall Palace to the military checkpoints, and then I'm just going to upgrade my +1 passive skill points. And along the way, all the time, focus on the Seeker Garrisons to get your reagents, legendary reagents in the Seeker Garrison, which is really important factor for the later on, for the end game. And here, always those 3 projects. That was just few words about what's going on. Probably I still need quite a lot of time to get to the point where I'm going to showcase like at least Bleeding Edge and then some other builds. But well, you never know, I might be lucky in this week and get something like Trial or quit it. We'll see. Well, I'm really hoping for, because as you can see, like I said, like I get something, but just like everything over there is like not really useful at all. Some of those items might be like, I don't know, but not really. And then I have like 3 items which they're quite good, but then not for my build. So I think I covered everything. I hope you guys like it, and see you in the next one.
Hit that shit.